I thought I'd carry on and do a little bit more on genetics, because I did one part and it was just an overview. I thought let's do some more. Let's think a little bit more about genetics and the possibility of evolution having any chances of actually working. Now they're saying life spontaneously generated from some chemicals in a primordial soup sometime in the past. Okay, so they're saying that. That's what they're claiming. No observation, it's historic, so there's no scientific observation. They can't repeat it, there's nothing like that. So it all is a matter of what? Faith? Yeah, it is. So anyway, their theory, let's put it to the test, right? Let's see, is there any way this could have happened? They have to have all the ingredients, okay? So they have to have all the chemicals, they have to be right composition, it's all going to be sitting around and somehow protected so it can't get destroyed or anything. Okay, let's think about this. What now? There's bacteria. Now bacteria have there's different types of cells. Okay, like when we talk about cells, we're actually talking about there's three types, and there's the bacterial ones, there's this other type, and then there's a group called the eukaryotic cells, which is plant and animal cells, like the ones we consider the life ones. But the bacterial ones are, compared to the life ones, are relatively simple. They have cell walls around them, and they have a circular shaped DNA DNA in them. They're called prokaryotes. Prokaryotes. Anyway, so these guys are saying, these evolved first, the bacteria, and then they've evolved from there upwards to these other prokaryotic cells. Okay, but hang on a minute. They've got a big problem. Eukaryotic cells are much larger and far more complicated. Okay, they have one thing. They have a nucleus, like an egg with a yolk inside. Okay, and they've got protoplasm, or cytoplasm in them. Finally got that word. Cytoplasm, lyosome, mitochondrion, which is like the energy makers part, and there's mitochondrion DNA as well. It's actually in there. There's an endoplasmic reticulum. Some area is this thing called the Golgi complex. And anyway, there's lots and lots of little things. Okay, it's like factories. Okay, lots of stuff. But there's also these like real cool stuff, like the membrane wall, for instance. It has these things shoot out called microtubules. Anyway, they shoot out from the wall and they create themselves. And then these little guys, they're walking like two legs, and they're on the top of them, they're like stick creatures, basically carrying on top a ball, like ADP, is it? They carry stuff on top of them like a big head with, it looks like a stick man with legs, and they're walking along these round microtubular highways that go across, and they're walking from positive and negative, and then other ones are walking in the opposite direction. And they're little highways you read, and they deconstruct the highways, deconstruct themselves, and they go make another one, and then these little walkie guys transport stuff walking along. Now they have jet ones that shoot across with turbos across the cytoplasm. Yay! I'm already getting it tonight. And then you've just got all these different transportation things. You've got the tRNA and all this. It's just like hectic highways going on. But it's just so incredible watching these little walking guys called Kinesin motors. Kinesin? Okay, Kinesin, Kinesin. Anyway, Kinesin motors. Anyway, they're transporters. They are cool. They utterly look fantastic. When I saw them, I thought, how can you possibly believe this is all random? It's just amazing. It's cool as. Anyway, that's all happening. Okay. Now, let's just look at something. Now, they're saying all this soup stuff and it's evolving, and I did a thing on the chances of it happening mathematically for an amino chain of about 150. Okay, and that's not even a big one. That's like they go bigger and bigger and bigger. Based on some stats that a guy from Caltech calculated, who had been an Oxford professor for 12 years. Okay, so it was pretty reliable, and it's just crazy. But let's have a look at this from a information, like you've got a computer, so let's look at it from, so you can understand it from a computer perspective. If you're writing a letter on a page, okay. So if I'm putting letters on a page and I'm filling it up so it's packed with letters, I could probably get about, say you get 5,000 letters to a page. Okay, really pack it up with letters. Okay, and they're all on there. Now, DNA, remember, it's a code, it's a message. Okay, and we're trying to make a DNA helix, a DNA molecule randomly. Let's see if we can do it mathematically. Let's see. It's just one part. Remember, there's all these other complex parts to it. Can it be done? Okay. So, say we get 500 letters on a page, and each letter is like an amino acid. Okay. Each letter is an amino acid, and these amino acids have to. What they do is they join together, chain themselves together. So the letters make words, and then the words, the amino acids actually group themselves together with other ones, and then they make sentences. So it's like a language. Each individual amino acid, letters, and then sentences, words, and then sentences. Okay, so this is the problem. This is where it gets real complicated. Changing letters, individual words, doesn't make changing individual letters doesn't make a word, nor does it make a sentence, because DNA has to describe the characteristics of everything in our body, okay, perfectly, with no punctuation, spelling errors. Okay, so what you've got is all these individual letters having to make words to make sentences. So we get 5,000. So let's just do it. 5,000 letters on a page, and we get the computer typing out randomly, running, trying to make some intelligent sentences on a page. We might be going for some time. How much time? Well, they calculated, yeah, a long time. Okay, I've done some calculations. Anyway, let's make it. It actually gets worse than this. It's a far worse problem. They amino acids. They can be two ways, left and right-handed, and remember, only the left ones actually can be in a protein. They can only be used. So there's a 50%. So we get the letters on the page again, and we can calculate how long it's going to take. And I could tell you exactly how long, but I want to actually leave some of the statistics to later, so you can really get blown away. Okay. But the thing is, it's far worse than that. Okay. So the letters now they're only in one direction, but say we can put them and write them upside down now. So we're writing letters on a page to make intelligence and actually words and sentences and everything. Okay. But they can be up the right way or down the wrong way. Now what is the odds just of getting a page of 5,000 characters facing the right way randomly on a computer? What kind of statistics are there for that? Well, just for 5,000 letters all facing the right way with a 50% probability, that's going to take, so we checked a letter every second, okay? It's going to take 10 billion years, statistically, okay, 5,000. Now, how much information do we have to do for DNA? It's only 5,000, one page, and it's 10 billion years, okay? Well, what about how much pages are we looking at for DNA? Can't be that much. How about 500,000 pages at 5,000 per page? Okay, all written the correct way up, all making words and sentences. Okay, so that's a lot of information. So what is that statistically to get that? Just to get that, we're looking at 5 million billion years to do that statistically. And that's DNA, okay, that's just a DNA. It's not even a cell. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, how many 5 million billion? How old is the universe supposed to be from the Big Bang? 15 billion. Okay. So I hope that gives you some mathematics to how improbable that this random mutational changing or just random chance could actually possibly do that in a given time period, and that's just a DNA. And I think as we discover DNA, as we get more and more into it and more discoveries are made, I think you're going to find that statistic is actually even off, that's not even accurate, because I believe that DNA isn't as simple as scientists actually think it is at the moment. I think it is codes within codes, messages within messages. I think it's incredibly far more complicated than they've given it credit, because they don't want to think that way, because they can't think that way, because they're trying to think of how could all this happen. Yeah, how could this all evolve? That's the way they're thinking. But if it hasn't evolved, then you start realizing how amazing the creation is and how amazing the information is, and you get over that part. Okay, they're still stuck in the, ooh, how could that evolve? Okay, so that's a real problem for them. Anyway, that is the math behind DNA's chances of actually somehow occurring in a primordial soup. Now, remember, how is all this happening, where it's all been protected for all that time and it's not getting destroyed, and then hopefully waiting for something to happen so it can actually have some sort of binary fusion or mitosis or something? Like it's just or yeah. Good luck.